What's up guys, this is Tank-Herbo, and today we are going to be doing our Wonder Weapon tutorial guide on how to get the Wonder Weapon on Terminus, which is the Beam Smasher. So I'm going to show you guys every step on how to obtain the Beam Smasher on Terminus, and we're going to go from there. So the first thing you're going to do when you jump into the game is what you're going to do is go turn on all the power generators in Terminus. There are 3 power generators in the map. The first one's going to be here at spawn. Once you activate it, it gives you 30 seconds to defend. Once you defend it, you'll be done with the first generator and you can move on to the next generator in Terminus. To get to the next generator, you're going to come down these stairs, come all the way over here to this door, open the door over here by Juggernaut. And the next generator is going to be in the room with Juggernaut, and then you're going to activate it. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to have 30 seconds to defend the next generator, and then once you defend it after 30 seconds, you can move on to the last generator in Terminus. The last generator is you're going to come all the way down this little pathway here that I'm going right now, and you're just going to keep going until you get down to the very bottom, and then you have to open up this door. Once you open that door, you have to keep going down the pathway into the little cave area, and then once you get all the way down there, you're going to open up this door, and it's going to take you into the lab area of Terminus. And once you get into the lab area of Terminus, you're going to come down into the middle of the room, and that is going to be where the last generator is, and it's going to be just the same as both of the other generators that you activated. You're going to have to defend it for 30 seconds, and then after you defend it for 30 seconds, then you have now got all 3 of the generators of Terminus on. So the first step of what you're going to do after you get all 3 generators turned on Terminus is you're going to come over here to an arsenal machine and equip a dead wire to your gun. After you do that, what you want to do is go down to the Pack-a-Punch and activate the Pack-a-Punch area. And then once you activate the Pack-a-Punch area, you can activate the Pack-a-Punch area again, so it takes you up. And then now that you have dead wire on your gun, what you want to do is stay facing towards this wall when you're coming up. There's going to be like a little window that you see as you're coming up, like how I'm doing in the video now. And what you want to do is shoot this electrical panel. After you shoot the first electrical panel, what you're going to do is you're going to turn off to your right, but you got to move pretty quick because the Pack-a-Punch machine area is going to be moving pretty quick. But you're going to turn off to your right, it is going to move to the next electrical panel, and the next electrical panel is going to be right there off to your right. After you shoot the second electrical panel off to your right, then what you're going to do is turn right again, and then the third electrical panel is going to be above the Pack-a-Punch machine, and what you're going to do is shoot the third electrical panel. After you shoot the third electrical panel, what you're going to do, make your way out of the Pack-a-Punch area, and then you're just going to follow the path I'm going right now in the game to get to the 4th electrical panel. The 4th electrical panel is going to be in the room with Juggernaut. It's going to be up here above the 2nd generator that you turned on in the game. What you're going to do is just shoot the 4th electrical panel, and then after you shoot the 4th electrical panel, you're just going to come out these doors, turn right, and it's going to be right here. The 5th electrical panel is going to be right here outside these doors. So what you're going to do after you shoot the 5th electrical panel, what's going to happen is this door over here by the 5th electrical panel is going to open, and there's going to be a zombie right here on the floor. What you're going to do is kill that zombie, and then after you kill that zombie, you're going to pick up this part that the zombie drops. So after you get the part that the zombie drops, then what you're going to do is come over here to the room that has elemental pop, and then you're going to come over here to this briefcase with a zombie hand on it, and then when you open the briefcase, you're going to pick up the multi-phaser resonator that's inside the briefcase. After you do that, you're going to have some vermins that spawn in to try to kill you, then you just have to kill them off, and then we're on to the next step. After you kill off the vermin and you get the multi-phaser piece from the briefcase, what you're going to do is you're going to come all the way down here to the room that you open when you kill the zombie to pick up the first part, and then you're going to put the multi-phaser piece into this little computer. After you put the multi-phaser piece into the computer, what you're going to do is now you have to find 3 laptops around Terminus's map, and I'm going to show you the 3 locations for that now. Okay, so the first laptop, what you're going to do is leave this room and turn off to your left, and then left again, and go these flights of stairs like how I'm doing in the game. Basically just follow the path I'm going, and then you're going to tilt left after you get up these stairs, and the first laptop is going to be over here. To find a second laptop is what you're going to do is just follow the path I'm going here in the game. I'm basically just going into a straight path to get all 3 other laptops. And what you're going to do is open these doors over here by Quick Revive. Once you open the doors by Quick Revive, it's just going to be right outside the doors. The build location to the next laptop is going to be over here in the cave area and the dock area by the boats. So what you're going to do is just follow the path I'm going if you are in the cave area, and then it's just going to be right up over here off to the left. What you're going to do after you activate the 3rd laptop in Terminus is what you're going to do is just follow the path I'm going. We're going to go all the way up to the room that we put the multi-phasal piece into that little computer, and then it's going to ask us to enter a code. And then there's 2 ways that we can get the code. And the first way to get the code is you can try to solve this little puzzle over here on the dry erase boards that's in the room, or you can pay $5,000 to Peck and he would just give you the code automatically. I've never really figured out the code on how to solve the code for the little dry erase board, so I usually just pay the $5,000 to Peck. Usually around at this point in the game I already have the $5,000, so I just go to Peck and get the code. Once you get the code from Peck or by solving it on the dry erase boards, what you're going to do is go back to the little computer where you put the multi-phaser piece into the little computer. Then you're going to enter the code from either Peck or after solving it, you're going to enter the code into the little computer. Once you activate the code into the computer, it's going to take about a round before it's complete, and then we can go from there. After the computer is complete, it's going to tell you that it's done. Once it's done, you're going to grab the multi-phaser piece out of the little computer, and then what you're going to do is follow the path I'm going here in the game, and then you're going to go all the way down to the boat area, and then after you get to the boat, you're going to get into the boat, and then there's going to be 3 little islands that you have to go to for the next step. Once you get onto the boat, you're going to take the boat off to the left to go to the first island. You're just going to keep following the path I'm going right now with the boat. You're going to run into this little island up ahead, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the multi-phaser piece and then place it underneath this blue orb. And what's going to happen is this blue orb is going to shoot zombies, and then what you want to do is kill the zombies that are glowing blue, and they're going to drop a little blue ball that's glowing, and you're going to pick that little blue ball up and then place it into the blue orb. And usually if you're playing a solo round, it usually takes up to 2 times before the orb moves to the next island. Once you get done with the first island, what you're going to do after you get done collecting the little blue balls that the zombies drop, and you put them into the big orb, what's going to happen is the big orb is going to fly to the next island, and what you're going to do is just follow where I'm going in the game here. We're going to go into the boat and just follow the little lines where the orb has went to the next island. Once you get to the next island, the next orb is going to be green. Make sure you pick up the multi-phaser piece from the yellow island, and then what you're going to do is again place the multi-phaser piece underneath the green orb, and what the green orb is going to do is again just like the yellow island, it's going to shoot zombies, and then you have to kill the zombies that are glowing green, and you're going to pick up the little green balls that the zombies drop and put them into the big orb, and then once you get done with that, the big green orb is going to move to the next island. After you get the second island done and get done collecting the little green balls and putting them into the big orb, then you are good to go to the next little island. So just basically follow where I'm going now past this big boat over here. You're just going to keep going until you get to the next island. Once you get to the 3rd island, the 3rd orb is going to be purple, and again, it's the exact same thing like you did with the other 2 islands. You're going to put the multi-phaser piece underneath the purple orb, and then the purple orb is going to shoot zombies, and then you're going to want to kill the glowing purple zombies, and then once you kill them, you're going to be able to pick up the purple balls that they drop, and you're going to pick it up and then put it into the big orb, and then once you get done with that, then the purple orb is going to fly away, and then it's going to show a white screen. Once it shows that white screen, it's letting you know that you have completed the step for the beam smasher. Once it shows that white screen letting you know that you have completed the step, what you're going to do is come over here and pick up this AMP mutation. Once you pick up the mutation piece, what you're going to do is take it all the way back to that room where you put the code in on that little computer. Once you get to that room, there's going to be a workbench inside that room, and it's going to have the beam smasher laying on the workbench. Once you pick up that AMP mutation piece, you can now build the beam smasher for Terminus. Once you build the beam smasher, there's two ways you can use the beam smasher. The first way is you just shoot normal, and it shoots out a giant beam out the gun, and it just obliterates the zombies when you shoot the beam out. And then the second thing that you can do with the beam smasher is you can use this thing that slows zombies down and confuses them, and it's actually very helpful. I actually like this wonder weapon very well. Anyways, guys, we're going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and Wonder Weapon tutorial guide. If it was very helpful, please go smash that like button. It would be much appreciated. If you guys want to see me do more Easter egg tutorial guides or any tutorial guides on the channel next, just let me know what you guys want to see. Come to the channel for zombies or any tutorial guides. Again, I hope this Wonder Weapon tutorial guide for Terminus was very useful and it was easy to follow along. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we're going to end the video right here. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.